Hi everyone, in this video I will be explaining Charpit's method to solve partial differential equation. Now consider a first order PD of the form Now if you are not able to solve this partial differential equation using any of the methods discussed earlier like these methods, then we can use Charpit's method. Here what you have to do is find all the first order partial derivatives of f with respect to x, y, z, p, q, where all these are considered as variables. Even z is considered as a variable, but in our previous problems we were taking z as a function of x and y, but here we treat z as a variable. Now these are our partial derivatives. Let us substitute all these in the auxiliary equation of Charpit's method, which is, now consider any two ratios and solve for p and q in terms of x, y, z. After obtaining p and q, substitute in the relation and then separate the variables and integrate further. You get a solution of z in terms of x and y. Which is indeed the solution of partial differential equation. Thus, this is the working procedure of Charpit's method. Let us continue solving few problems. Now let us solve our first problem on Charpit's method. Solve p square plus q square into y equal to qz. Now rearrange this equation such a way that you get left hand side equal to 0. That is, we are converting it in the form f is equal to 0. Thus, we have got f Once you have obtained f, you have to find all the first order partial derivatives of f with respect to p, q, x, y and z. Fp is differentiating f with respect to p. When you differentiate with respect to p, all are considered as constants. Say x, y, z, q are all constants. So you get 2p y. Now next you have to differentiate f with respect to q. You get 2qy minus z. Next find fx. Differentiating f with respect to x. Even z is considered as constant in this method. So when you differentiate with respect to x, here there is no x in our equation. Even z is considered as constant in this method. So you get 0. Next find fy. Differentiating f with respect to y, even z is considered as constant. We have a term y in this equation. So you get p square plus q square. Next we find fz. Differentiating f with respect to z, even x and y are considered as constants. So you get minus q. Next we find substitute fp and fq in this relation. Simplify this further. Take common from the first and second term. From our question, p square plus q square into y is nothing but qz. Simplify this further. So we get minus PFP minus QFQ is nothing but minus QZ. Next we find which is minus PQ. Next we find which is P square. Now we are going to substitute all our findings in Charpit's auxiliary equation. The auxiliary equation now becomes, now we have to solve for P and Q in terms of x, y, z using any of these ratios. I am going to use the last two ratios. Simplify this further, cancel the common terms. The variables are separated. You can integrate this. You can add a constant, say a square by 2, so that you can cancel this 2 on both sides of this equation. So we got a relation between P and Q. Actually we had to find P and Q in terms of x, y, z. But still we have got a relation. Now we have to use this relation to solve for P and Q. Now consider our question. Our question was P square plus Q square into y is QZ. This was our question. It is given. Now replace P square plus Q square as a square. From this we have obtained Q in terms of x, y, z. So Q is a square y by z. Q is obtained in terms of x, y, z. Now next we are going to find out P. So you have to substitute this in our equation, P square plus Q square equal to a square. Substituting Q in this relation, we get P. You can go through the steps taking your own time. Substituting P and Q in the relation, we get from this relation we are going to separate the variables and then integrate so that we get our answer as z in terms of x and y. Now bring this term to the left hand side. dz into dz minus a square y dy is a into root of z square minus a square y into dx. If you note carefully, our right hand side is dx. That means our right hand side must have only terms with one variable x. So I bring this term to the left hand side. So z dz minus a square y dy, the whole divided by root of z square minus a square y is a dx. Now if you carefully observe, the numerator is nothing but it is a derivative of 1 by 2 d of z square minus a square y square. Now if you want to solve this further, 1 by 2, the derivative of z square is 2z dz minus derivative of a square y square is a square into 2y. So which is nothing but z dz minus a square y. So we can replace our numerator as 1 by 2 d of z square minus a square y square, the whole divided by root of z square minus a square y square. Now this z square minus a square y square is treated as a single variable. So you get a single variable by root of that variable. Now if I take that variable as t, so that means we have separated the variables. Now you can integrate this further. So when you integrate this further, you get 1 by 2 integral of t raised to minus 1 by 2 dt. So 1 by 2 t raised to half by half is ax plus an integrating constant c. Cancel the terms. So you get your answer as root t is ax plus c. But what is root t? You have to substitute t. Thus we have got our solution of our given partial differential equation. I hope you have understood all the procedures discussed today. Keep continuing watching my remaining videos which I keep posting every day. Thank you.